you? I was thinking like, wow, she's crazy.
I think it's really scary that this is like an issue we deal with here in the United States.
I don't know any parent on my kids' class right now. Never seen them. I don't know them.
I love your life. I love your life. Of course, I will move here.
Hola chicos, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about this video because we're gonna talk about a really interesting topic, and I have here two of the most important people in my life. So here we have my future sister-in-law, Paula. This is her first time in the US, and this is gonna be the main topic of today's video. We're gonna talk about her culture shocks that she's had while she's been visiting. And here we have my best friend Erin. She was born and raised here in Lawrence, Kansas. So I wanna know her perspective and thoughts on Paula's culture shocks and just discuss that. I put a question box and I said, ask questions to Paula about anything that you want, whether it's culture shocks, favorite foods. So we're gonna answer to your questions in this video. So let's get into it. Let's chat. So the first question for Paula is, what is the biggest culture shock? You've had a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot, to be honest. But I think that the first thing that I have to say regarding this question is about the sign of the guns. When I went with Anna to Gigi's school and I saw in the door a sign that it's not allowed guns, was for me shocking. Because in Spain, we don't have guns, so in school, guns. And then we went to the supermarket and I didn't see anything, so it was like,
yeah,
wow.
I think also depends on the state maybe, but yeah, I feel like seeing that on a school is probably what like shocked you the most. So this is what I want to ask her, like as an American, how do you feel about this? Because I feel like in Spain, unless you are a cop or like a certified hunter, you cannot carry, like you cannot go and buy a gun, whether here is much easier. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's sad that it is normal that we hear on the news, every day about something happening in a school. Like, to me, the fact that has become normal is so sad. I know personally, we actually at our kids' preschool a month or two ago had a situation where there was an email that went out that said, hey, we want you to know that the kids today had to do
a drill.
It wasn't even a drill though. They had somebody enter the school. They had a person enter the school who they didn't know, who wasn't authorized to be there, and the kids had to actually do the thing that they had practiced in drills. They had to do the security, what do they even call it? But anyways, I think and it was really, really scary as a parent to get that email. And fortunately, once they'd sent the email, was just letting us know, because at that point they had addressed it. The person was out of the building, but it was just a reminder of how, I think it's really scary that this is an issue we deal with here in the United States.
For me, when I see that, it was like, wow, it's a reminder of here people can have guns with them and you don't know if the person that is next to you have a gun or not. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. In Spain, you never have that in mind. It's like, it's not normal.
I don't think it is either. I did not grow up with guns around, so it still is weird. I think it is weirder to most Americans, or a lot of Americans.
Yeah, and I feel like what we actually want is regulation, or make it a little bit harder, I get the culture that we live, but at least make it a little bit harder for people to access it that maybe don't need it, or things like that. So definitely a big one. And then you mentioned too, when I drop off my oldest daughter. So my oldest daughter started kindergarten, and in this school, which is many schools in the area as well, when you drop her off and pick her up, you don't even get out of the car. So I open the car and my kid goes to school, and then when I pick it up, the teacher opens the door of my car and my daughter gets in. So I literally, guys, do not get out of the car. And she came with me. She came with me. yeah, you can go in your PJs. Like
It's
I
incredible.
have to drop her off at like 7:45 a.m. I'm like, and no one is seeing. Like, you're not gonna see me. So
I bawled the first day of kindergarten. No one prepared me for that. Like, that I wasn't, because in preschool you do, I mean, the preschool that our kids go to, you take them, you drop them off at the classroom, you get to see the classroom, you get to see their friends and their teachers and the environment they're in. It was really hard for me, that transition of like just dropping them off at school. Like I was shook.
Yeah, and I feel like in Spain you go into the building with them, and not just that, you stay, there's a line for each grade. So all the kids line up and all the parents are around them. So to me, it's also, I think we miss here in the US socialization. I don't know any parent on my kids' class right now. Never seen them. I don't know them. Because again, when I pick them up and drop them off, I'm in the car. And in Spain, I feel like all the parents are there before and after the school, and then the kids get out of school and all the parents go to the playground. So I feel like we miss a lot on that parent-adult socialization.
That relationship with the parents of the kids that are spending time with your kids.
With your kid.
So it's like, wow, you miss a lot of, for me, relationship, information, like sharing feelings, a lot of things. Also with your kid, like going with them to their class,
making sure everything is okay. Yeah,
it's incredible.
Also, I will say, I actually just heard this, that in the United States, what was the statistic? It was like there's been a 2/3 drop in the enrollment in public schools in the United States, which means parents are opting to send their kids to private schools
or
more
homeschooling,
and more, or homeschooling or virtual schooling. And like, actually, we just this year changed schools from public school, where our kid went to kindergarten, to a private school. And I feel like a big part of it was exactly what you're describing. I felt like
disconnected,
I felt very disconnected because of the rules and regulations that they have to put in place, very connected to what we were just talking about, the safety concerns, where you can't go into the school as a parent. They don't let parents in the school. It's like, it's a safety concern.
And also teachers are outside with the children, so they are taking care that they are not going to enter in a car that it's not their car.
Yeah, I have to say though, like, even though I don't like that aspect, the school that my kid goes to for kindergarten, they are very organized.
Yeah.
There's 3 different lines according to your last name, and it's in and out. It's very quick. So that part is good. I know they are super organized, and I love that. But I definitely miss, like when I was a kid, and my parents were with other parents, and I was just chatting with other kids right before going to school. So that's definitely, she was like, I cannot believe it. Like, we went to pick it up and she was like, no way. Like all the cars were lined up. And
I needed to see that.
Okay, I will say though, we switched to private school. I cried happy tears on the first day because it was more like what we experienced growing up, which was the same here in the United States when I was growing up. Like, we walked her up to her class, and they asked the kids to get there 15 minutes before school starts, and the teachers meet all the kids outside on the playground so that the kids can chat and catch up socially before school starts at 8:30. I think that's such a sweet, like, to me, it was going back to what you're describing, and I literally cried happy tears on the first day. I was like,
that's awesome.
This is so important. Now I'm getting to see not only her off to school and give her a hug, also I'm getting to see her teachers, and I'm getting to see her friends, and it just gave me a lot of peace of mind.
Okay, any other shocks that you've had so far?
I made a list, to be honest. And the other thing was the grocery stores. When I saw the prices was amazing, because you don't have like the final amount. When you pay, you have the taxes, and for me it was shocking, because in Spain, when you see the price of a product, they include the price, the tax, like everything is included. So it was like, wow, for me it's difficult to have like all the math.
The math. If you're not from the US, if something says it's $2.99, then you're gonna go and pay, and it's gonna be $3.18 or whatever it might be. But I read about this, and it's because every state has different taxes and different laws, and that's why they cannot put the same price nationwide. But yeah, again, you may have like 3 items, and in total in your head it's like, okay, it is $6. It's not gonna be 6, it's gonna be $7.14 or $6.35, whatever it might be. Yeah, I had that shock as well.
At the same time, it's good because at the end, you know how many money are you paying due to taxes. So it's good. In Spain, when you buy bread or whatever, and you never know, or you are not aware of the amount that you are paying for that.
Yeah, interesting. I like that perspective. I mean, I would think I was thinking from the perspective of how difficult if you're on a budget and you're shopping at the grocery store and you don't really know how much it's going to end up being, the final amount's going to be, how difficult that is. But that's a really good point.
And also, she mentioned, so we went to the grocery store the other day, and she mentioned that there are so many flavors and just products that we just don't have in Spain, like things that she's never seen. Like, we just don't have this. And she said that like 1,000 times. I was like, yes, like I feel like Americans are the king and queens of
Flavors,
variety and flavors, which I've talked about it on my channel. I'm like, sometimes it's amazing because you have a lot of options, but at the same time, it kind of overwhelms me too, you know, like you have a whole aisle of bread and chips and it's like, just give me 3 options, please. Like, I just want to buy, right?
Yeah. And crazy flavors too.
Crazy pickle,
It was like,
what was that beer that you got? It was like Pringles beer.
It was Pringles with like chicken and beer, and it's like,
gross.
I actually bought it because I wanted to try it, and it was actually pretty good. Of course, it's good.
You honestly like
I like
junk
trying.
food. You like junk food more than anyone I know. Just let it be known. Junk food.
Cheers.
Cheers to
So
being
junk
a
food and
food
balance and balance.
and balance.
Because
True.
balance,
You do have a very
balance
good
is key. I eat healthy too, but it's a balance. Balance is key, guys.
Yeah, life is no fun if you don't have some of the junk food.
Right? Okay, let's do one more final culture shock, because again, she has a whole list. So I feel like this video could be easily 3 hours. So we went to a football game, college football game, actually Kansas University's first football game of the season in the new stadium. And she said something that I was like, oh my God, it's true.
yeah,
About the phones.
yeah. Everybody has iPhone. Wow. I was counting, like, trying to find someone with other
Like
mobile
Samsung or
phones, like
something.
Samsung, Galaxy or
Yeah.
I don't know, Android. And it was like, oh my God, everybody with iPhones.
Yeah, I feel like in
Everybody.
Spain, would you say it's 50-50 or less iPhone than Android? I mean, they're expensive, like,
Very expensive.
they are expensive.
If you have an iPhone, it's like you are cooler than one that has a Galaxy. But of course, we have people that love Galaxy or Android, and you see a lot of people with it.
With an Android, yeah.
Yeah, but no, if you go to a football match, I think that we are not going to see everybody with iPhones.
Well,
Do you
everyone
use
had it.
WhatsApp? Because when I'm in the car with Anna and she's like, Paula, please text someone,
'Cause
I
I'm
use
driving.
iMessage. And it was like, wow.
People don't use message in Spain.
No.
No.
All WhatsApp.
Nobody
We use
uses
WhatsApp.
iMessage.
So I kind of knew that. Like, I use WhatsApp with my international friends. I thought that was just because it was like easier internationally.
No.
But you use it even with your Spanish friends.
It's
Yeah.
because we use WhatsApp. If I want to speak with my friends or family,
But I think you know why? Because in the US, when you have a plan in your phone, that includes unlimited data and unlimited messages and unlimited calls. We don't have that back home. Like, everyone uses WhatsApp. Also, not everyone has an iPhone. Like, I would say most people here have iPhones, so iMessage works, you know, between each other. But in Spain, you might have 50-50, or like 60% may have an Android and 40% iPhone, or even less. So iMessage just wouldn't work because not everyone has an iPhone.
Wait, I have a question because I saw it on your Instagram today and I haven't got to ask you. You had a shock watching the cheerleaders at the football game today.
wow.
Tell me what we were thinking.
If you ask me, what's the best thing here? I would say universities.
Don't disagree.
Amazing. In Spain, we don't have fraternities or
sororities.
sororities.
Yeah, I drove her around. So the first day that I took her to the university, we live about 15 minutes away. My husband works for the university, and so does she. So, you know, I drove them around and I'm showing them the sororities, the fraternities. You know, in the sororities, the girls were outside on their bikinis, tanning, beer pong, like the most American thing you could imagine. So she was like, oh
like out of a
my
movie.
God, like this is out of a movie.
Also, the sports here are like baseball, volleyball,
So many
American
variety.
football. Like for me, it's amazing because you go to university and it's linked to sports. In Spain, it's like you are going to university and you are going to study.
Yeah.
We don't have really sports at the university. So in Spain, if you play sports, you do it after school and it's not related. So you go to the University of Valencia like I did, and then I train with my club. And my club and the university in Spain didn't have anything to do. So if you had a competition the same day as an exam, they were like, I don't care. Like, I'll fail you, and here they help you because you're a student athlete. You're representing the university. They are proud of you and they want to help you succeed. Whether in Spain, it kind of feels like against you. Like,
No.
they don't care if you're an athlete.
No.
They're not gonna help you.
Also, during the match, in the screen, I saw that they put photos or maybe a student speaking, and they put like they were graduated with honors or whatever, and it's like
They
wow,
honor that.
Yeah, they are promoting that. It's like they feel proud of the people. So for me, it's really, really, really important, and the best thing for me here.
I feel like college or the university experience in the US, it is really expensive. That's the truth. There's also scholarships, but people need to understand that you don't pay just to go to class. In the US, going to college is an experience. It is going to football games, to basketball games. It is going to house parties and playing with the red solo cups. You know, it is seeing the cheerleaders. It is, joining groups or fraternities or sororities, right?
It's
It's an experience.
And shout out to my friend Robin Ligon, he's from Belgium, and when we met in grad school, one of our first parties, I will never forget, he could not get over the red solo cup. He was like, this is a real thing. Going back to the cheerleaders. Tell us your reaction to that. That seemed like a culture shock.
Another shock, because when I watch a movie in Spain, and it's from the USA, I see this, no, it's normal. And when I was there and I saw that, I was like, wow, this is real. Like, I'm in the USA. It was like, I'm in the USA.
This is a real thing.
America.
Yeah, because this is not. If you go to Spain, you're not going to see that.
And it's the things that we really see in movies, like the yellow school buses.
They are
the
dancing
cheerleaders.
all the time.
Okay, the last culture shock that you've had today.
I really appreciate it. I don't know why, but everybody said, I really appreciate it.
Americans in general are, I would say, in my opinion, super kind, super respectful,
Appreciative.
and very polite. So like when you do something, like I'm holding the door for someone and they always say, appreciate it. Like give me some napkins and you give it to someone and they say, I really appreciate it. You guys say that
All the time.
all the time.
Now I'm gonna notice it.
Yeah.
I've never noticed it.
I'm
gonna
good.
notice it
Anna
now.
also said that.
Yeah.
Because I was like analyzing.
Analyzing me.
What?
Yeah, everybody said that.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
It's good. It's good. It's good because I like it.
Yep.
But we are now all the time joking, like really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Next question. Right, this is a question that I love because we've talked about it. Has she tried peanut butter yet?
Of course, for sure. Yes, I love it. It's really, really different. The flavor is incredible. I love it. And you have peanut butter in everything.
Mm-hmm.
How's the name of the things that we were?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow.
I took
Wow.
her for breakfast to like an American spot and we got pancakes with chocolate chips and peanut butter. And that's when she said it. She was like, the peanut butter here is just so different.
It's not the same.
It's not the
Here's-
same. It's more creamy here, I feel like.
Yeah. And the flavor is hardest, maybe. Like, I love it. It's incredible.
Next question for Paula. Do you like American food?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
For sure. For me, the best thing was bacon.
The bacon.
Oh, bacon.
Incredible.
Yep.
And for me also here in Kansas, grill. Amazing.
Say it again.
We
Say it
went
again.
grill.
Grill. Like
Yeah.
grill.
Like
grill.
grill.
Grill meat.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Hey, you
Like-
had that last night with Destin, my husband.
Exactly. Like they use a lot the grill.
Her husband made really good grilled meat.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It was
Destin.
amazing. And we went to a restaurant and the mini burgers,
Amazing.
the best mini burgers or big burgers. I
love how you
promise
say
you,
burgers.
were incredible and amazing. And they
Love
only
how she
have
says burgers.
cheese and meat.
Yeah,
And
and
a
a
little bit of
tomato.
tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Amazing.
telling her throughout this trip that I think the US gets a lot of hate with food, especially online. But people need to realize that the US is huge. So the variety that you get is so incredibly big. Also, like every state, I just feel like it feels like a whole different country. So the food that you have in New York City is gonna be different than the food that you have in Texas, and different than the food that you may have on the north of the country. So I think one thing that we have really good in Kansas is the barbecue. You know, we had like a pizza that had barbecue. It was amazing quality. Is there fast food? Absolutely. And it is so easy to get fast food. Anywhere you go, you have drive-thrus. There are so many fast food chains, but there's also good restaurants.
And in Miami, we were eating sushi. We were eating Cuban
Yeah, they went to a
restaurants.
Cuban restaurant.
We were eating a lot of seafood, calamari, a lot of calamari, and really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And in Spain, we have really good seafood. But in Miami, we were eating really good, and here too.
Amazing, yeah. I took her to like a very hole in the wall, very random place in the middle of the country, Hill Creek Market. I took them for breakfast. This place is like next to a farm in the middle of nowhere. It is amazing. You have the best breakfast burritos you have ever had, and the bacon was amazing. She was like, I cannot get over this. So there's definitely good food in the US. How do you feel as an American when people always criticizes like American food and it is the worst and diabetes, and how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think I'm with you. I'm like, I recognize that there's gonna be a stereotype. You know, there's gonna be, I get it. I get the stereotypes. It's kind of like sometimes I'll be driving around the United States, I'll prejudge a town that I've never been to because all you see from the highway is fast food. But you have to actually get into cities. I think every place in the United States has its own little hidden gems, but you have to get out and
know the place.
And know the place. And honestly, it helps to know people, you know, who can help to show you around a place. I found that everywhere I've traveled in the world, helps to know a local to show you around.
Okay, this next question, I think it's one of my favorites because we've talked about it and I was very surprised about her answer. It is, would you consider moving to the US? And I'm gonna ask her because she's a big world traveler. She's been in many, many countries and many times in Europe, so I wanna know if she would move to Europe. So let's start with you. After your experience, would you like to move back to the US? Maybe not forever, but for a while.
When I met you, I was thinking like, wow, she's crazy. She's crazy. Because everybody told me the family, when they came here, or friends that went to the US, like, no, they have like, they are far away for a lot of places. If you are not like in New York or big cities, you are going to be alone or things like that, you know? I love your life. I love your life. Of course, I will move here. It's amazing. I told you, both of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had dinner at her house last night.
Yeah. And for me, it's like very familiar. Then with friends, are your family. I live in Madrid, and for me it's the same because I don't live in the center.
Yeah.
And here, the houses are amazing. 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 They are amazing.
Yeah.
It's like everything is green. You can calm down, relax. Like I love it for sure.
Yeah, when we've talked about it and then I read the question, I was like, I thought she was gonna say absolutely not because she's from Madrid where it's just such a beautiful city. So I was very surprised, but it kind of made me reflect on my life a little bit. Like, you know, when you live abroad and you've been living far away from your family and friends for so long, it's been 12 years for me, you kind of get in the mind of like, okay, when am I going back? Like, I miss those things. I feel like we tend to focus on maybe like the negative things instead of the positive. Like I also have really good things here.
It's difficult to understand it
Until you
are
come
here.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to live the experience, but I mean, tourism is not the same than if you come here and you have people here and they can show you their lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's really different. And I think that the hardest thing is that family is far away, of course.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the things, it's really
I think
good.
for now, like that we are young too, I feel like the US just provides so many career opportunities, and the job industry is amazing here. So I feel like for the stage of life that my husband and I are here, it makes sense. I do need to say that I feel like I don't see myself in the US for the rest of my life, but I'm really happy at the moment. So I just want to live one day at a time, right? And when the time is right, maybe go back to Spain to have like a low, you know, like a more laid back lifestyle, I would say. But I feel like it is the right call right now for us as a family to be here. So you, being born and raised here in Kansas, you know, she went to a school also here in Kansas, but then she did her MBA in California, and she's traveled all over the world, including Europe. So if you had the opportunity maybe to go to Europe for like 5 to 10 years, would you do it? Would you like to come back eventually to the US? Like, how do you feel about that?
It's such a good question. I first of all, that was really, really nice what Paula said. I feel I had a lot of insecurities moving back here after having lived in California and then Texas, and I had spent a lot of time abroad of just
Costa Rica, Spain.
Costa Rica, I live in Costa Rica. I felt like there was this stigma about moving back to, one, your hometown, which I am from here, and two, I don't know, I think there's, to your point, like people don't really know what it's like here, and I don't know, as I'm getting older, I'm just feeling really grateful, and I know that for me, I came back because I kind of knew that this was this like little hidden gem of a place. Like Lawrence is a really unique spot. Like there's a lot of culture and arts, and it's a college town, so there's sports. So anyways, I'm super happy here right now. It's such a great place to raise a family. I came back here to be close to my family. So honestly, like I feel so much for you not being by your family, but I think it also is beautiful. Like it's so special. Like you've become my family, and I think like, I don't know, it's awesome.
But will you live in Europe?
But would I live in Europe? Okay, so honestly, yeah.
I didn't like it. I loved it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You like traveling, and your husband likes traveling a lot too.
I actually see that in our future for sure. I think it's gonna probably start with, so I'm a professor at KU. I think it might start with teaching abroad for the summers. Right now my parents are here and alive, but you know, they're a little older, so I feel like when my parents, like we're here for them and we want to be with them. But yeah, someday when it's just us, and maybe when our kids are grown up and go to college, like, there's no doubt in my mind that we will live abroad, whether it's in Europe or in Argentina or South America. Like that is very much part of our plan. If I had to say where like, we might want to live someday, like I love Spain. I love Austria. I love Vienna. I can definitely see us living there or in France, or I don't know. I do love Europe.
Yes, they do.
Places. Yeah.
Okay, guys, it is literally 11:51 p.m. So Erin had to go because we are just yapping. Again, I feel like this video could be easily 3 hours. So let's go to the next question. It's gonna be just the two of us. And I love this because it says, what are your first impressions of Americans compared to your thoughts before visiting? And I love this because it's about stereotypes. So what did you think about Americans before coming here? How did you think they were?
Yeah, I thought they were really cold, like with distance, like they don't speak a lot, or they are not close to people. But when we went to a pool, I saw that everybody's inside the pool with the chairs, speaking, like enjoying. And also when you go to a supermarket or a restaurant or anyway, every place or whatever, they were really nice, like really appreciated.
Again, I've always said on my social media, I just feel like Americans are really kind. And they are always like, do you need anything? Especially like the waiters, like when you go to a restaurant, because, you know, I don't know if it's because they want a good tip or not. I don't know if it's 100% genuine or not, but doesn't matter. They are always checking on you. Do you need anything? Do you want more ice? Do you want more water? Are we missing anything? How is the food, right? Like, they are always trying to...
Yeah, and do you know something that you mentioned that it's not common in Spain? When you enter to a restaurant, not in all of them, but in most of them, they were like, hello, my name is, in my case, Paula, I'm gonna be, yeah. And I was like, wow. So I'm gonna be the one that I'm going to take care of you, that I'm going to help you. You have any doubt?
Yeah, that doesn't happen in Spain, which I love that about here, because I'm like, okay, like now I can put a name to the face, right, to the waiter that it's literally gonna serve my food. Like I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something amazing.
Totally.
I'm glad she said that because I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. For me, it was amazing.
Okay, next question is, do you like fashion more in Spain or in the US?
For me, it's better in Spain than in the US, because in Spain you have really nice clothes, really a lot of people with different styles, and for me that's amazing. Also, there, for example, Inditex brands like Zara or Stradivarius, things, all those shops, they are cheapest than here.
Yeah,
no?
they are cheaper. Yeah.
So they are really nice, but here is something that is really good is that you can go with the clothes that you want everywhere. So no one is going to judge you. To say judge you, it's good. You can go with sport clothes, or you can go more,
Pajamas.
yeah, in pajama or more pretty or whatever you want, and no one is going to look at you like,
What are you doing?
what are you wearing?
Yeah, I feel like in Spain, not that we judge more in that aspect, but I feel like Spanish people and most Spanish women, I feel like we really take pride on what we wear. I don't know, just people are very stylish and really think about their outfits. And again, if you go to Madrid or Barcelona, like you're gonna see women, even women under 60s and 70s, that it's like, I want that outfit. But I do also agree that here, something really positive is that doesn't matter what you wear, you can have your own style and people are not gonna judge you. Like, hey, you wanna wear that, you're comfortable with that, do it, right? Like we've seen people
Totally, yeah.
picking, you know, our kids in preschool wearing, you know, like pajama style clothes
everywhere.
or at the grocery store.
It's summer,
Yeah.
and in the game of today, they wear boots.
Cowboy. It was like 90 degrees, and you know some girls were wearing cowboy boots, and she was like, "That's not. It's not for right now." Like in Spain, we dress for the season. We don't dress for the weather. That's a huge difference with the US and Spain. In the US, if it's hot, you wear shorts, you wear sandals, you wear whatever you want, right?
Totally.
But in Spain, we dress for the season. Like it doesn't matter if it's 90 degrees, but it's October. You're not gonna wear a tank top and shorts in October.
No.
Okay, guys, and this is the last question, and I wanna ask her this question. So we went today to KU's football game, the first game again in the new stadium. My husband coaches there, so I was just really excited for them to come and experience, you know, what I experience almost every weekend for 4 months. And you guys know that college football in the US is huge. It is basically as important as the NFL games. So I just was really pumped for them to see the whole thing, because I feel like the experiences in the US for college football is insane. It is so exciting. There were so many culture shocks that she had, from tailgating to the cheerleaders, everything. So what did you think, like overall thoughts about today? Because again, the game was at 5:30, but we were there at 2:30 and we didn't get home until 10 p.m. So again, it's a whole day experience. What did you think?
Well, for me, it was amazing. I think that it's a very different environment and a different sport from soccer in Spain. I don't know if it's because we are family, so it's like, wow, I feel it more closely, like, you know, but it was amazing. How can you, I saw people like since 2 p.m. with
Eating.
food that they bring for their homes. They were cooking for that, with a lot of drinks, with different places for children, with a lot of cheerleaders. All the players were like close to, in line, close to people, everybody like supporting them. Then the environment inside the stadium,
Amazing.
wow, amazing. It's like really different. I enjoy it a lot. It's like a lot of hours, but everything goes really fast. Like,
Yes.
wow.
Because time goes fast when you're having fun, you know?
Yeah.
So there is this concept that they use in the US that it's tailgating. And tailgating is pretty much like a pre-game, right? In Spanish we say la previa. But in the US, since everything is so big, the parking lots are huge. So they have a lot of space to actually get together and tailgate, which is eating together, drinking together, and just socializing. Whether in Spain, for example, I'm from Valencia. So if you go to watch a game to the Mestalla Stadium, people usually go to a bar or two, get a beer or two, and then go to the stadium. Like the tailgate culture doesn't exist. So she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, this is insane. She was like, people cook at home and bring the food here. And I was like, yeah, this is my advice. If you're coming to the US, whether it's New York City or you're going to another city, you need to go to either a baseball game, a football game, or a basketball game. Even though you don't understand the sport, you need to go because the atmosphere, the music that they use, again, the shows, the cheerleaders is so fun. With that being said, thank you so much for spending this time with me and talking. I hope that you guys enjoy this conversation. I loved it so much. I think it's so great when you share each other's perspective and thoughts about cultures. And again, I always say, you know, I feel like no culture is better than the other. They are just different, and there's positives and negatives, and I think it's what you make about your life in every situation. And I think that, you know,
we have to travel.
we have to travel and see the
travel.
world, and I'm super thankful to be here. And I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if we'll go back to Spain or if they come to the US, we'll see. But really thankful to experience both cultures and be able to share that too with my family and friends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You want to say something?
I enjoy a lot with you here. I'm going to miss you a lot. And
Me too.
it's amazing. Your
I'm gonna
life.
cry at the airport.
I'm going to cry too. It's amazing, your life here. I tried to understand this before, but since I'm here, it's like my view changed a lot. I think that you have a really nice home here, really nice people.
Yeah, I'm
and
lucky.
Now
I'm
I
lucky.
understand you. Totally, yes.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.
Adios.
This is Ozzy, the American dog who has lots of opinions about culture shocks
These
in
are the
America.
credits.
Yeah, this is the bloopers. Bloopers.
Do you call them bloopers?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have Popeyes.
There was
you have
McDonald's.
Popeyes
Yes,
here.
yeah.
How do you call
Popeyes?
Popeyes. We call it Popeyes, but it's
Popeyes.
we
I
have
love
a
it.
Popeye.
be like reciprocal. How do you
Sí.
say that in English?
No sé.
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal.
Like